And let the career sim begin. I will not be doing anything except following Adley's career. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun, fun, fun. Nobody ball, nobody call. Again, once again, the rules of this are I am not touching a thing. I will just show you that Adley is in the lineup. Let's see how he did in his first spring training. .288. 1 home run, 8 RBIs, and 66 at bats. Okay. Let's simulate to the All-Star break. See how he's doing.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the
323, 15
the
home
Minnesota
runs.
Twins earned the three-game
I'm
series sweep as they
assuming he
took
made
down
the
the visiting
All-Star
Orioles
team.
8-6. The win was their 6th straight as a team. At the start of the day, the Twins are in second place in the AL Central, and the
Oh yeah,
Orioles
he's
sit in third place in the American League
blowing
East
away Kyle
Division.
Raleigh.
Harrison Bader drove in 4 as the Pinstripes pushed past the Cubs 8-3.
All right.
In the standings, the Yankees are leading the AL East.
Everything should be automatic. So why am I getting notifications about signing draft picks? Okay, the Orioles missed the playoffs.
The Rays beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 4-2. The Bronx Bombers completed a 3-game series sweep as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 4-0. The San Diego Padres swatted 4 home runs in this one as they beat the White Sox on the south side 5-1. The Guardians got 12 hits in this one as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 7-4. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim
There,
combined
now
to give
everything
up
is
just
auto.
5 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 3-1. They now have 5 straight wins.
Alright, let's
The
see how
Seattle
Adley's
Mariners grabbed
first
the 4-game series sweep
full
as they were winners
season
over the
went.
visiting Rangers 2-1. Max Fried twirled a dominating complete game shutout on the mound, leading the Braves to a victory over the Nationals 2-0.
22
The
home
Philadelphia
runs.
Phillies amassed 14 hits in the game as they
Only
took
played
care of the Mets at
114
Citi Field
games?
5-2. The Milwaukee
Damn.
Brewers put together 10 total hits as they nabbed the win against
Why?
the visiting Cubs 5-3. The Pirates finished off a 3-game sweep as they beat the visiting Marlins 11-10. The Cardinals combined for a 4.
And the Dodgers beat the Guardians in the World Series.
Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. In Game 5 of the World Series, the Dodgers combined for 4 total home runs as they beat the Guardians in Cleveland, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year.
Really? Lacing out of the Cubs. If you're watching this, Amos, what do you think of that? Alright, and in his second season, they have him third in the lineup. .956 OPS. Can't really complain about that. They traded Nito. What? Okay, let's see how Adley is doing. Why the Orioles traded their closer, I will not understand
The
that.
beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL East, the Angels earned the 3-game series sweep as they beat the O's in Baltimore 2-1. They now have 6 straight victories. Entering the day's action, the Orioles are in 3rd place in the AL East, and the Angels sit in 1st place in the American League West Division. The St. Louis Cardinals combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the Red Sox on
Okay,
the
he's
road
entering
7-6.
arbitration.
It was their 7th straight victory. As of today, the Red Sox are in last place in the AL East. other Orioles news, left fielder Austin Hayes has been placed on the 10-day IL according to team reports. He has a broken shin. The Tampa Bay Rays defeated the visiting Yankees 5-4. The Detroit Tigers combined to allow only 4 hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 1-0. The Cleveland
Not
Guardians
a
knocked out 10
good.
hits as a team as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 4-0. The Minnesota Twins put together 10 total hits as they got the victory in extra innings against the Dodgers 3-2. Tyler Anderson won again on the mound, winning his 20th this season as the Angels disposed of
Gotta remember,
Houston
Adley's only
8-1. He
26.
is among the AL leaders in wins.
The Dodgers beat the Rays in the World Series.
Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. For the 7th and final game of the Major League Baseball World Series, the Los Angeles Dodgers got 11 hits overall as they beat the visiting Rays, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year.
And San Francisco got Julio Urias and Corbin Burns. Hope that message wasn't too sweet. I still have a bone to pick with you when you have a moment. Max Fried to the Guardians. Jack Flair. There is no way the Pirates are trading those two players for Jack Flaherty. Okay, I guess Bo Bichette's just going to get traded every year. Didn't mean to stop. Okay. Let's see if Orioles did anything to support Adley? Probably not. Well, you only got a few more peak years here with MLB The Show, 'cause go to the All-Star. I gotta pay attention to see if this is changing each year. Alright, let's see. Did he make the All-Star team?
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the American League East, the Pittsburgh Pirates tallied 5 home runs overall as they blew out Baltimore 10-1. At the start of the day, the Orioles sit in 3rd place in the American League East division, while the Pirates are in 3rd place in the NL Central. The Phillies completed a 3-game series sweep as they took down the Red Sox on the road 2-1. In the standings, the Red Sox are in 4th place in the AL East, and the Phillies are in 3rd place in the NL East. The Toronto Blue Jays went deep 4 times as they got the home victory against the Astros.
They're loading up on Lowe's in Tampa. How did the Pirates get Jason Dominguez? I know Amos wouldn't be unhappy about this. Cubs getting Brian Reynolds.
Also from Baltimore, 3rd baseman Ramon.
Oh,
Welcome to
Adley.
the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. Let's jump into the latest news from around the Major League Baseball postseason. In the American League wildcard game, the Baltimore Orioles totaled 11 hits as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 5-4. They now lead the
I'm
series
assuming
1-0
Adley must have
heading into
gotten
Game
hurt
2. In the National League
because he
wildcard
only
game, the
had
Padres
yeah,
picked up 14 hits in total
and he
as
only
they
played
defeated the
94
visiting
games.
Giants 7-5. They now lead the series
Actually, he
1-0
is hurt.
heading into Game 2. And that'll do it for today's postseason recap. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Broken arm. Probably not a good thing for a catcher to have. But the team is winning without him. Oh, never mind. And the Dodgers and the Guardians again.
Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. For Game 6 of the World Series, the Dodgers amassed 14 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Guardians, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a
Rest in
storybook
peace,
season for
Yannick
them, and
Cano.
they will look to repeat as champions next year.
Doing these. Can the Orioles sign anybody of note, please? Really? Really? Bobichet again. Again, he's only 28 years old. Okay, Colton Cup. I can sort of understand him letting... He might become a rebuild in himself. Or a career sim, rather. John means business. Okay, one thing I want to check, because this... Okay, yeah. So it does change every year. So this year I'm going to Pittsburgh. Okay, that's good. I like that. Side note, I don't know if you've noticed, the schedule changes every year. So like those teams that you only play once a season, like in your case with the Rockies, the Orioles, you played them in Baltimore. So the following year you should be playing them in Colorado, and I've noticed in this career sim that is the case. Sim, that is the case. Hunter Green. Sean Murphy to the Rays. Okay, and the Orioles are in first place. Let's see how Adley's doing.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL East, the Metropolitans pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they
He's
beat the
already
O's
got
in
better
Baltimore
numbers
9-0. As of right now, the Orioles are leading the American League East, and the Mets are in 4th place in the NL East. The Rays racked up 11 hits as a team as they were winners over the visiting Rangers
Alright,
4-0.
let's finish out the
Entering
year.
today's action, the Rays sit in last place in the American League East Division, and the Rangers are in 4th.
on Durant. And we make it as a wild card team.
The Tampa Bay Rays finished off the 4-game sweep as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 3-0. The Chicago White
See how
Sox
young
had
Master
12
Adley
hits as a
did?
team as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 9-6. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Tigers got 11 hits overall as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 8-4. Will Smith plated 3 runs on the day, leading Minnesota past the Royals 5-2. The Houston Astros swatted 4 home runs in this one as they defeated the visiting Angels 6-2. The Mariners brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 5-4. The Marlins allowed only 5 hits in the game.
Okay. Orioles got eliminated.
Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. In
think-
Game 5 of the World Series, the Braves totaled 11 hits as they sank the Mariners, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to
This is
repeat
his
as
final
champions
year of
next
arbitration. So he may end up with a different team after this year. Good Lord, a lot of trades this year. A lot of signings. Okay. Simulate spring training. Advance to regular season. And what could be Adley's last year with the Orioles if they don't re-sign him. I have to be honest, he's been kind of average. But then
It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the American League East, DL Hall grabbed the victory, his 4th of the year, as the Orioles took care of the Royals 3-2. Heading into the day, the Royals are in last place in the AL Central, while the Orioles are in 3rd place in the AL East. The Rays combined for 4 total home runs as they ran over the Reds 12-5 at the start of the day.
Unfortunately, the Orioles were a 500 ball club and did not make the... Let's see how Adley did.
Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. For Game 6 of the World Series, the Guardians combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the visiting Braves, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year.
Okay, I guess... Orioles acquire Tony Goslin. Did they sign Adley? Adley Rutschman becomes a free agent. They did make him a qualifying offer. You know what? I'm going to schmoz a little bit here. He's age 30. 6 years. What, $33 million a year? Ooh. And Rutschman leaves the Orioles for Texas. Okay. Well now. So the Orioles no longer have Adley Rutschman. They do still have Grayson Rodriguez. What the heck? Let's go see how Adley did in his first spring training in Texas. .284, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs. Okay. Sherwood Kingman. Good name. Okay. Let's go see how Adley's first half year in Texas is going.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL East, the Twins combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Orioles 4-1. In the standings, the Twins sit in second place in the AL Central Division, and the Orioles are in fourth place in the AL East. The New York Yankees combined to allow only 4 hits as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 1-0. As of today, the Yankees sit in first place in the American League East Division, and the Cubs are in fourth place in the NL Central. The Atlanta Braves launched 3 home runs as they destroyed the Braves.
Let's go see how he did in Texas.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. In the 5th and deciding game of the ALDS, the New York Yankees held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they defeated the visiting Tigers, clinching the series and stamping their ticket to play in the ALCS.
He did have the best WAR of his
For
career.
the 5th and final game of the American League Division Series, Hunter Renfroe collected 6 runs driven in on a total of 3 hits, helping Toronto beat Houston, clinching the series and stamping their ticket to play in the ALCS. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all. Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. For Game 6 of the World Series, the Arizona Diamondbacks knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year.
Okay. Okay. Feel really.
It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the
And our
Show.
boy
Looking
Adley.
first at the American League East, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim racked up 11 hits as a team
And of
as they
course,
beat the
31
O's in
years old,
Baltimore
starting to
4-3.
regress.
In other Orioles news, the club has made a trade in which they'll receive relief pitcher Cody Hoyer from the Chicago Cubs and will send back catcher James Hu and one additional player. Heading into the day, the Orioles are in last place in the AL East, while the Angels are in third place in the AL West. The A's third baseman, number 46, added 3 RBIs to his total, leading the A's to the win over Texas 5-4. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in triples. Entering the day's action, the Rangers sit in 4th place in the American League West, while the Athletics are at the bottom of the division. The Philadelphia Phillies got 18 hits as they took down the visiting Mariners 16-2. At the start of the day, the Phillies are in first place in the NL East.
Adley is not having a good year. The Space Cowboys. He's keeping a good average, I'll give him that.
Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. In Game 5 of the World Series, Andy Pages drove home 3 runs, leading the Dodgers to victory over Detroit, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year.
Okay.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL West, the Stros got 11 hits overall as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 6-5. In other Astros news, the club has made a trade and have acquired closer Grover Sharp from the Detroit Tigers. And in return, they'll send relief pitcher Thomas Murdoch and one other player. As of right now, the Blue Jays are in second place in the AL East, and the Astros are in second place in the AL West.
Damn,
The
he's only
Seattle
got a whole bar of
Mariners put
1
together
point.
10 total hits as they defeated the visiting Angels 4-0. Heading into the day,
Walking down the street singing "Do-Wah-Dee." And the crash of Adley Rutschman's career is beginning. Because this game doesn't understand progression.
Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. For the 7th and final game of the Major League Baseball World Series, the Braves sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year.
Andrew Jones. Jackson Hall, really? Jackson Jobe.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the Astros got 12 hits in this one as they defeated the A's in Oakland 7-3. In the standings, the A's sit in third place in the American League West Division, while the Astros are at the bottom of the division. The Tampa Bay Rays completed a 3-game series sweep as they got the win in a laugher against the Rangers 12-3. As of today, the Rays sit in fourth place in the American League East Division, while the Rangers sit in second place in the American League West. The Angels pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 5-1. As of right now, the Marlins sit in second place in the National League East Division, and the Angels are in third place in the AL West. The Toronto Blue Jays finished with a 3-game sweep as they got the best of the Brewers at home 10-5. At the start of the day, the Blue Jays are in first place in the AL East, and the Brewers sit in fourth place in the National League Central Division. The Mets smacked 15 teams.
Okay.
Hello, baseball fans. Thanks for joining us on this October morning. Here's what's going on around the league as the postseason rolls on. In Game 2 of the ALDS, the White Sox knocked out 12 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 9-3. They've now tied the series at 1 going into Game 3. For Game 2 of the ALDS, the Toronto Blue Jays beat the visiting Red Sox 6-3. They've now tied the series at 1 going into Game 3. And that's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow for another. Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. For Game 4 of the Major League Baseball World Series, the Blue Jays got the best of the visiting Redbirds, sweeping their way to a World Series championship. It has been an incredible year for them and a dominant postseason run. We'll see if they can do it again next year.
Adley's still hanging in there. Crow Armstrong. My name is Giladome. My name is Giladome. Let's go check on the stats of Adley Rutschman in Texas.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, the Rockies had 12 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 6-2. Also in news from St. Louis, second baseman Terrin Vavra could potentially get traded in the near future as he's currently being shopped around to other teams. One rumored fit is the Kansas City Royals. Entering the day's action, the Rockies sit in last place in the National League West Division, while
hitting
the Cardinals
Adley
are in fourth
hard.
place in the NL Central.
You know I always got you no matter what, right?
Welcome to the show, baseball fans. Here's what's going on in the baseball world on this October morning. For Game 5 of the ALCS, the Kansas City Royals hit 3 long balls as they nabbed the win against the Seattle Mariners, clinching the American League pennant. They will represent the AL in the World Series starting in a couple of days. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today's postseason recap. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games. postseason edition of Inside the Show. For Game 6 of the World Series, the Royals combined to give up just 5 hits as they defeated the visiting Giants, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year.
Okay, let's check and make sure Adley is still with Texas. He is still with Texas. He's an 81 overall. 2 years left on that huge contract. He has 11 years in the league. The stats. I'd be very curious. 1 second. Baseball reference. Okay. So he has about 60 more home runs than Joe Mauer. He does have less hits. Joe Mauer's WAR was 55.2. Adley's right now is 57. He had 428 doubles. I would say coming towards the end of his career, comparable to Mauer.
It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Chicago White Sox got 12 hits in this one as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 6-5. In the standings, the White Sox sit in last place in the American League Central Division, and the Cardinals sit in third place in the National League Central Division. The Cubs brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 5-1. As of today, the Yankees sit in last place in the American League East Division, while the Cubs sit in fourth place in the National League Central Division. The Reds earned the 3-game series sweep as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee, 12-4. It was their 5th straight victory. Heading into the day, the Brewers sit in last place in the National League Central Division, and the Reds are atop the division. Gene Klein had a big day offensively, collecting 3 hits and driving in 3, leading the D-backs to victory over the Buccos 5-3. As of right now, the Diamondbacks sit in 2nd place in the National League West Division, and the Pirates sit in 2nd place in the National League Central. The Philadelphia Phillies combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the Fish in Miami 2-1. In the standings, the Marlins sit in 4th place in the National League East Division, while the Phillies are at the bottom of the division. Freddie. Jesus Zamora launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total, leading the Brewers to a win over the Cubs 7-5. The Pirates grabbed 13 hits in the game as they walked off to an extra inning win against the Marlins 6-5. The Atlanta Braves combined for 10 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Nats 6-5. The Phillies took care of the Mets at Citi Field 5-4. The Arizona Diamondbacks put together 10 total hits as they got the home victory against Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. For the 7th and final game of the Major League Baseball World Series, the Nationals swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year.
I believe he is a free agent. He is not. Is he still at Texas? They got him in triple. They're going to pay him $46 million to be in AAA. Okay, game, that makes no sense. Please tell me that corrected itself. No, they're really going to pay him $46 million to be in AAA. This right here is why I hate doing career sims. He's still got an 8. He's a 76 over. Never mind.
beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Cardinals knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the Red Sox on the road 8-6. In other Cardinals news, the team has announced a trade where they will receive starting pitcher Johnny Raimo from the Tampa Bay Rays. In return,
Adley, please retire at the end of this year. Okay.
the Braves launched 3 home runs as they stomped the Brewers 7-1. The Pittsburgh Pirates allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 4-3. The New York Mets totaled 11 hits as they manhandled the Marlins 8-1. Oscar Cabrera had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits as the Nationals disposed of the Phillies 10-2. The Kansas City Royals finished off a 3-game Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. For Game 4 of the Major League Baseball World Series, the Washington Nationals racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the Mariners, sweeping their way to a World Series championship. It has been an incredible year for them and a dominant postseason run. We'll see if they can do it again next year.
I will be right back. Get my 3-year deal.
The Oakland Athletics allowed only 5 hits in the game as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County, 5-4. The San Diego Padres got 11 hits overall as they took down the visiting Mariners, 4-2. The Toronto Blue Jays pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg, 1-0. The New York Yankees totaled 11 hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox, 6-3. Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. In Game 5 of the World Series, the Royals had 12 hits as a team as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year.
Did he even get into a game for the... Yeah, his...
Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. For Game 4 of the Major League Baseball World Series, the Cleveland Guardians took down the Nationals in Washington, sweeping their way to a World Series championship. It has been an incredible year for them and a dominant postseason run. We'll see if they can do it again next year. Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. For the 7th and final game of the Major League Baseball World Series, the A's took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year.
You gotta be kidding me. He still hasn't retired? Where is he? He's now in Seattle at the age of 40, which we know he's not going to play. I mean, but if you want to kick around the minor leagues, I say have at it. Because I guarantee you, Seattle don't have you in. Where is he? This is embarrassing. Oh, he's a free agent. Win team playing in the wild card. That makes sense. Just please tell me he mercifully retired.
Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. For Game 6 of the World Series, the Chicago White Sox picked up 14 hits in total as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year.
You gotta be kidding me. You know what? I'm calling it a career. And I'm also calling it a stream.